free will.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's debate on the topic, is free will real? I am your moderator, Mac, and it is my privilege to guide you through this intellectual discourse through the round table. So mga kapanggatong, before we begin, let's take a moment to appreciate the importance of respectful dialogue and constructive engagement. And tonight, we will explore the fundamental question if free will is real, about human agency and autonomy. Our debaters would be Ryujin for the affirmative and D. Espero for the negative. They will present their arguments with clarity and precision. And remember, our goal is not just to win arguments, but to deepen our understanding regarding this topic. So let us keep the discussion focused and respectful without anything else, all right? And just to remind you regarding the format of our debate, there will be 10 minutes for each of our panelists for their opening statements, and then after that, there will be 7 minutes rebuttals, and then there will be cross-examination between the two of them for 10 minutes each, and then there will be closing remarks for 6 minutes. Again, our rules, there should be no ad hominems and personal attacks. Questions must be always answered until relevance depart. Profanities, again, are not allowed in the comment section also. They have to construct their statements in the most precise and simple manner. Each panelist will be given 1 minute to answer questions during the cross-examination, and they have to answer the questions directly. If it is a categorical answer, they have to answer first before explaining. There will be provided 1 minute for each of the explanation. Violation of these rules will be given a time deduction penalty of 30 seconds. To 1 minute on the following round. Okay? Panelists and other participants must stay muted until the necessity dictates for them to speak. All right, let us start and begin our debate with the affirmative side. Ryujin, let's give him the 10-minute round.
Ayun. So, good afternoon, good evening guys, no? Shoutout sa lahat ng mga nanonood, and gusto ko rin muna magpasalamat, no, sa roundtable sa opportunity na binigay nila para mapag-participate dito sa debate namin ni Espero. And shoutout din kay Soleil. Kung di dahil sa'yo, tahimik sana buhay ko ngayon, no? And sa kalaban ko rin si D. Espero. Good luck sa atin. So, proceed na ako, no? Does free will exist? Now, before I answer that, we need to clarify muna kung anong definition ng free will, no? So, according to the classical definition, free will is the faculty of choice and decision. Ganun lang kasimple, pero dahil may kasunduan nga kami nung kadebate ko, gusto nila idagdag sa definition na free will must be the ultimate cause of our choice. Pero sige, agree naman ako dun. Now, what the free will deniers tulad ng kalabang ko tend to do is they conflate free will with a lot of different things. That's why they have a misguided and a wrong concept of free will, kasi they tend to conflate free will with the desire, choices, thoughts, and emotions. We need to be aware na distinct ang free will to all of that, no? So bantayan natin ang argument ng kalaban ko. Because kapag ginawa niya yan, that is a red herring fallacy. Kasi it is misleading and it's misrepresenting free will from its original definition. Now, going back to the question, does free will exist? Absolutely, yes. We know that we engage in deliberation, weigh reasons, and act our choices based on our rational considerations. And that is free will. We actually don't need an argument to prove it exists because it is already self-evident. Now, there are still people who are asserting that free will does not exist at sila yung tinatawag na determinists. Now, to end the confusion and their misguided knowledge, what I'm going to do now is to debunk their claim that, quote-unquote, the universe is deterministic. So as our choices and decisions, and we are not the ultimate cause of our actions, therefore, free will does not exist. Yan yung argument nila, no? So, ito yung counter-argument ko dun. Premise 1, if the universe is strictly deterministic, then the universe must necessitates an unbroken chain of cause and effect where every event is the inevitable result of prior causes. Premise 2, the universe is not strictly deterministic. And conclusion, therefore, the universe fundamentally lacks the necessary causal relationships required for determinism. Now, according to David Hume, na isang sikat na philosopher at atheist, we can never observe or rationally demonstrate a necessary connection between cause and effect. We only witness regular patterns, and according to quantum mechanics, the universe is probabilistic. Ngayon, anong patunay dito? Isang patunay dito ay ang tinatawag na problem of induction. Isang problema na sobrang hirap na kailangan ng ibang siyentista na iabandona ng kanilang filosofiya tumutukoy sa siyensya. Kaya probabilistic siya at hindi kung anumang nakabase sa cause and effects, no? Pangalawa naman ay ang tinatawag nating quantum mechanics. Ano nga bang sinasabi nito tungkol sa free will? According sa quantum mechanics, ang universo natin ay hindi deterministic but probabilistic. At isang patunay dyan ay ang Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Pero ano nga ba ito? According kay Heisenberg, hindi natin makakalkula ng 100% precision ang dalawang quantity ng particle na tinatawag na position and momentum. Kasi the more we precisely calculate its position, the lesser accurate we calculate its momentum. Ganun po kasimple yan. So never natin malalaman ang dalawang quantity with a 100% or 99% certainty, no? Based yun sa principle na yan. Therefore, magko-conclude tayo na merong uncertainty sa outcome, and it also follows na governed ng probability ang universe. And based sa isang law ng logic, specifically yung law of non-contradiction, no? Which states that contradictory statements cannot be both true in the same sense at the same time. So, kung sinasabi ng science na probabilistic ang universe, eh, hindi pwedeng deterministic din siya, di ba? Kasi yan yun, i-violate nun yung law of contradictory ng logic. So, dun pa lang tapos na dapat no. Pero ito pa, meron pa akong isang patunay. The double slit experiment. Yung result mismo ng particle is hindi diktado mismo ng interactions ng particles, kundi tayo mismo. Ang isang particle ay nasa state na tinatawag na superposition, meaning ito ay nasa lahat ng possible position not until meron ng conscious observer. At doon na magko-collapse ang wave function at dito na mag-actualize ang kanyang definite position. Therefore, may role pa din ng conscious agent as the ultimate cause ng collapse na yun. Now, how can we relate that sa case ng free will? Ito, that means the future is open because of probability and chance, and it is not fixed because there are several options available to choose from, and when I, as a conscious agent, make a decision, those options now turns into a reality. So yun. Ngayon, para gumana argumento ng aking kalaban, kailangan niya muna patunayan na merong tinatawag na causal necessity sa lahat ng bagay na meron sa mundo. Any attempt by him arguing in favor of determinism nor compatibilism without first establishing the necessity of causality will commit a great leap of faith. May time pa ba? Okay na yan.
So you're good, Eugene? You're going to waive your time?
Sige.
Okay. Lady of the night, we can reset the time. So we can start Diaspero's part of the introduction. Alright. Okay, we're good. Diaspero, go ahead for your negative side.
Am I audible? Audible ako. Hello, Macario.
Can we reset the time, please?
Audible, okay. Sige. Alright. Sige, lady. Mag-start tayo pag nagsimula na ako. Alright, sige. Thank you. Alright. Welcome everyone at the round table. Before I start with my opening piece, I'd like to greet the moderators here tonight at the round table, the viewers we have here for tonight's debate, and towards the affirmative side, good evening. Our topic of contention for tonight's debate is free will. To be more specific, we are not here to contend whether we have the faculty to decide for our own or whether we have the agency or faculty of choice. The faculty of agency would be the common ground to which would not be the focal point of our contention for tonight. Rather, it would be whether we are the ultimate source of such faculty of choice. And as my stand here for tonight is on the negative side, I shall prove it within tonight's debate that free will does not exist. As provided in our pre-debate, the working definition of free will for tonight's discussion is the faculty of choice and or decision that is not caused by any prior events or causes. Under these terms, the decisions we make under duress or pressure are not to be considered free will. Take for example, if a person A is held at a gunpoint with a premise provided by an external source such as person B, with the sentence of pag hindi mo binigay ang pera mo, babariling kita. If so, person A chooses to give up his belongings for the sake of self-preservation, necessarily this would entail that this is not free will, as there is an external cause determining person A to choose a specific action or decision. This, however, would not be a compelling argument, as it would be limited to such high-risk and limited situations. This would include conditions of we are free to decide to whatever it is we're choosing from. Except the gratia, choosing which laptop to buy, choosing which hot beverage are you going to pick before your shifts, or as mundane as which shoes to wear before going to work. Under this pretense, does it mean that we have free will, as there is no factor causing us to act or choose a certain decision? Sadly, no. Again, the definition agreed upon is free will should be the faculty of choice or decision that is not caused by any prior events or causes. However, do we have that? A decision that is not caused by any prior events? If that would be so, then following the definition provided, I can simply imply that my favorite movie of all time is Oppenheimer, as I'm merely exercising the faculty of choice on my end. But this statement of mine shall be true even though I haven't seen the movie itself. Ergo, if it would be the case for free will, that is the faculty of choice that is not caused by any prior events. Then I can make, again, a statement such as, my favorite movie is Oppenheimer even though I haven't seen it. And under these definitions, that should make sense. But we can all agree here for tonight that such conditions would be illogical. The state of the fact is every decision and or action we make in this lifetime of ours are influenced and or caused by prior events within our existence, as we are bounded by causality. Take for example, choosing your preferred hot beverage before going to work. It could be between coffee or tea, just for example. Supposing you choose coffee, that decision entails your faculty of choice on your end. However, it is not free by prior events. As one, your conscious decision shall be reliant on your past experiences. That the mere notion of you choosing between the beverages is you must have had the opportunity to first try both or one of the other in order for you to make a conscious decision. As I end my opening remarks, it shall be set in stone that the faculty of choice is an undeniable fact of our existence and is not contended upon here for tonight. But the state of the fact still remains. All rationalization, conscious decision, and or choices we make in our lifetime will always be bounded by some prior events and causes. And under these terms, there is no free will. Because if there is, we can just make any statements as we exercise our faculty of choice, even though we haven't had any experiences from it. And under those terms, we could all agree it would be illogical. Thank you.
Okay, yes, are you waving time?
Yep.
All right, thank you for those opening statements that you have prepared, boys. Now let's proceed to the next round, which is, sorry,
Ilang minutes?
our cross-examination. Sorry, our rebuttal will be for 7 minutes. All right. So, the affirmative rebuttal, you'll do your rebuttal statements first, okay? Go ahead, Ryujin.
It's 7 minutes na.
7 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Can we start the time again, please?
So, i-address ko muna yung mga example na binigay ni Diespero, no? Na pag hindi mo binigay ang pera mo, babariling kita. Actually, hindi naman yan nangyayari sa sa buhay natin everyday. Coercion yun, bawal yun sa batas natin. So, maling example yun, no? Tapos, another example niya is my favorite movie of all time is Oppenheimer. Tapos, hindi mo pwedeng piliin yung Oppenheimer hanggat di mo siya na-experience. So, hindi yun free will. Tulad ng sinabi ko nung opening ko, they tend to conflate free will with a lot of different things. Like yung experience, which is yung minention niya na yun. Tapos, kino-conflate nila sa choices, kino-conflate nila sa thoughts. So, hindi yun yung ano talaga ng free will definition. So, red herring para sa akin yun, no? Tapos, sinabi niya rin, to say that prior causes exist presupposes the idea that there is such thing as cause and effect or causality. Pero before he can proceed talking about that, he must prove first that there is causality, di ba? Again, my opponent Diespero is still trying to disprove free will by saying that the universe is deterministic. Pero paano nga magkakabearing yung claim na yan kung di mo pa din napapatunayan yung causal necessity ng determinism? Walang justification. First, bago niya sabihin na deterministic ang universe, kailangan i-justify niya muna yung claim na yan. So kung di niya kayang i-justify, then ang kalalabasan, haka-haka lang palang determinism. Therefore, it follows na totoo ang free will. Kasi sa free will, we can justify it through subjective experience. Therefore, that's a posteriori knowledge ang free will. Walang determinism, wala siyang causal necessity. Kasi for example, ako ay lumaki sa hirap, pero dahil nagbasa ako ng libro ni Robert Kiyosaki, which is yung Rich Dad and Poor Dad, no, kaya ako yumaman. Pwede nilang sabihin yun yung cause and effect. Pero bakit hindi naman lahat ng mahihirap na nakabasa ng libro na yun, lahat yung mayaman, di ba? Kasi walang causal necessity. Therefore, hindi a priori knowledge ang causation. And mas lalong, hindi rin a posteriori knowledge. Kasi ang causation, dahil isang bagay, dahil wala din tayong direct perception sa ultimate cause nung certain action na yun, no? So dapat sagutin muna ni Diespero na mapatotohanan niya yung claim niya na ang causation, at dapat masagot ni Diespero yan. Then congrats, maaring nanalo na siya ng Nobel Prize pag napatotohanan niya yung causality, no? Now, kung bagsak ang law of causality sa philosophy, now tignan naman natin sa lens ng science. Meron bang scientific law na nagsasabi na deterministic ang universe? Di ba wala? Sabi ng scientific law ba ang law of causation? Hindi. Ayun. So ano ang sabi ng science pertaining to causality? Probabilistic ang universe. So ano pang basehan ng claim ng determinists kung both science and philosophy sinasabi na mali ito at walang justification? Again, magfo-fall lang talaga ang law of causality as a constant conjunction. Haka-haka, chismis, kumbaga ganun. Now, on the other hand, I already proved that free will is a posteriori knowledge na meron tayo na direct experience. Kaya lang, may oras pa ba? So, masyado na mama, di ko na siguro niduubusin yung oras, no? So, kailangan lang ma-justify ni Diespero yung claim niya about sa determinism. Then, yun, pwede magkakaroon na ng bearing yung mga arguments niya. Yun lang.
Okay, just to clarify, Ryujin, you are waiving your remaining time.
Yes po.
All right, thank you. Diespero, it's your now time for your rebuttals. Go ahead.
All right. So, I'll start my rebuttals with, I'm fully aware that in any debate, no debater would want to commit a red herring fallacy. But then again, our topic is free will, limited within the human condition. And yet we heard argumentations pertaining to the nature of particles. I'm not sure how would that relate within our topic when necessarily, again, our topic is limited within the human condition. So, may babalik ako doon na mention kanina yung example ko. I'm not sure if it was not understood or wasn't as concise or clear as possible, but earlier, yung pag-hold up example ko was to negate or to limit the examples of free will. As I've said, this is not to defeat the argument of free will, but to limit it in some sense. Because I'm pretty sure, sasabihin niya, hindi naman free will yan. Because I agree, it shouldn't be free will. Because again, there was a determining factor or a cause that would have determined the person to choose a specific action, which I would be with him on that one. But again, with the example that I provided earlier, that is the implication of the definition that we have here for tonight. How can you provide us something that you deciding on anything that you are doing right now, any decision you've made, any action that you've made is free from any past experiences that you have? And I'm being tested here tonight that I should prove causality it exists. Aren't we bounded by time? Necessarily, if we are bounded by time, we are bounded by causation. For example, if we say we don't need orasan naman talaga to experience time or to accentuate time, you just need a progression of events, or in some sense causality. For example, event A caused event B, therefore prompted event C. In that sense, hindi mo kailangan ng relo para maintindihan mo ano ang nauna. Is it A, B, or C? A. Ano yung nasa gitna? B. Ano yung nahuli? C. Ano yung after ng C? After ng B? C. You get the concept of time as it is without necessarily a time or a timestamp. But through causation as it is, you do understand the progression of time. So that, hopefully, is enough justification that causality is part of our existence. So again, the test that we have here for tonight is the debater on the affirmative side must provide for free will to exist a decision that is not bounded by any prior events. Because I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be a thing. Because again, if that would be a thing, you can pretty much make a statement on anything. Like pwede mo sabihin ang pinaka-favorite kong pagkain ay adobo, pero hindi mo pa natitikman yung adobo. Because again, that would be the entailment of the definition provided regarding free will. And on those counts, I end my rebuttals.
Okay, thank you for that. DS, if you're going to waive your time. Okay, so let's reset for the next round. Our next round would be our cross-examination. So, affirmative, you will be doing your cross-examination for the negative, and then for 10 minutes, and then after that it will be negative to cross affirmative. Okay? So, Eugene, are you ready to ask questions?
May tanong po, ilang minutes yung cross-examination?
10 minutes.
Okay po. Okay. So, kamusta, DS?
Ito pogi pa din.
Okay. Ito yung una kong tanong, no? According to determinism ba, the universe follows the law of cause and effect, right?
It doesn't necessarily follow, but it is embedded within the universe. Within the existence of ours.
Okay. And so we are humans, right? Part tayo nung ano na yan, nung law na yan, right? Mm-hmm. So according to determinism, the cause must be a separate entity to the effect. Tama ba? Kailangan separate yung cause effect.
In terms of a concept such as point A to point B, then yes.
Right. Now, aware ka ba na based sa current knowledge natin sa science, the universe is a closed system and self-contained? Aware ka ba dun?
No, because I would contend that if it were a closed system, it is closed to what?
Sorry?
No, I'm not aware, because if it would be so, then necessarily I'm free to ask, it is closed to what?
Closed system, ibig sabihin, self-contained. Walang outside entity or force na pwede mag-cause sa universe.
Yeah, I do get
time, moderator time, pause time please. Eugene, you just have to ask questions, no explanations on your end, and DS will only answer the question, please. Thank you.
Okay, so hindi ka aware, no? So, based pa lang doon na hindi ka aware, parang parang tagilid na, question lang pala, sorry. Okay. Okay, now if the universe is self-contained, it is impossible for the universe to be caused by an outside force or entity, is that correct?
Paulit ng question, sorry.
If the universe is self-contained, it is impossible for the universe to be caused by an outside force or entity. Tama?
Outside the universe, you mean?
Yeah, outside the universe.
I would grant you this, then yes.
Yun. So it would logically follow na yung universe ang nagko-cause sa sarili niya. So walang distinction yung cause sa effect, tama?
Ano pa ulit? Sorry.
So kung impossible na magkaroon ng outside entity na magko-cause sa universe, so ibig sabihin, yung universe mismo yung nagko-cause sa sarili niya. So walang distinction ngayon yung cause and effect. Tama?
Hold on, I do have a... Pwede ba akong question, moderator?
Hindi yata eh.
Just a clarification regarding the question.
Is that an objection, DS?
Di ko sure kung objection, just a question.
Go ahead, ask. Question.
Yung question kasi niya, there is a part of it that I would like to clarify further. So, parang before ko sagutin, gusto kong maitanong further.
Wait lang po, ba't tumatakbo pa yung time ko?
Stop.
Okay, papos muna po. And if ever...
Papabalik sa 45. 7:45.
So yun po, before I answer po, I would like to clarify a certain part of the question before I provide this an answer. If that
This is what I would advise, Ryujin. Can you clearly state your question, Ryujin, so there will be no more clarification from the end of the negative side?
Categorical question lang yun eh, yes or no
Yes,
lang.
please.
paulit ng question, please.
So ulitin ko kung universe is self-contained, so imposible na magkaroon ng outside force or entity na magko-cause sa universe, di ba? Sabi mo, yes, nag-agree ka doon. So now, it would logically follow na it is the universe that is causing itself. Kasi walang ibang outside force.
Ryujin, just ask the question, please. Do not
Nagbi-build up pa lang ako.
Yeah.
may question
do
yun.
not
May
give
kasunod
out
pa yun.
any reasons when you're on your questions, please.
Okay. So wala nang distinction yung cause sa effect, tama?
Okay, are we going to start? We're good? Okay,
Yes,
go ahead.
go
Put the time.
There would still be a distinction.
Start time, please.
Sige pa-explain DS.
Again,
Yung distinction.
yun yung gusto ko sanang i-clarify. Yung ini-imply mo kasi dito would be the universe is causing itself. Causing itself to do what? To what?
Stop time, please.
So that's my answer.
Babalik tayo sa 40.
Ayan.
Okay. Are you asking a categorical question, Ryujin?
Yes.
So, DS, please answer yes or no.
No, as I've said earlier, no.
Start time.
Ayan, no.
So kung no, ano sa tingin mo yung nagko-cause sa universe kung bakit nag-ooperate yung universe?
Before I answer that question, I think it's much fair to answer the question. It is causing itself to what? What would be the end point? What would be
To operate,
the effect?
yes, pero kasi
Start time, please. DS, please just directly answer the question.
Okay. Then necessarily I don't have an answer for that, given that I am not satisfied to answer, or I'm not satisfied that it is causing itself to do what exactly. So on those counts, I don't provide an answer.
okay, I will clarify my question. The universe is causing itself to operate kasi nag-ano tayo cause and effect, 'di ba? So what causes the universe kung closed system siya?
Okay. Again, categorical pa rin ba to, or
You can explain.
Okay. So necessarily there is still causation done. There's a cause and effect done, bounded within the universe itself. Nandun pa rin siya.
So therefore, self-deterministic ang universe kasi kinokos niya yung sarili niya, tama?
It would be a closed system. Sasabihin na kita sa closed system, but it would be that everything that happens within this closed system is causally determined by some factor, may it be internal or external.
Okay, sige. Ibang question naman. Do we have the ability to perceive the ultimate cause of a certain action?
In a much
Yes or no?
bigger...
Yes or no lang?
Okay. No.
No. If not, then it is impossible for us to have an empirical evidence for the supposed cause kasi we can even perceive yes or no.
No.
So ibig sabihin wala tayong evidence, di ba?
Not necessarily. Again, what you're looking for is an empirical evidence. Again, even if I haven't seen it necessarily, I could think that there is an effect to whatever it is I'm doing.
Okay, so ano yung evidence na posible doon?
Because I've done something.
Hindi, what I'm pertaining is yung ultimate cause. Kung hindi natin kayang i-perceive yun, so paano tayo magkakaroon ng evidence for it?
Okay, so necessarily, again, we are causally determined by some influencing factor. It cannot be said that any decision or action that we do is free from something, as we are bounded by causality.
Pero
okay.
moderator time, please. Eugene, sorry.
Yes.
Can you ask questions with regards to the introduction and the rebuttals of DS Pero? I think na we are departing from the latag ni DS Pero eh.
Ano yan, tungkol to sa determinism, Macario?
Yes, it is. Pero ang nilatag niya kasi is human condition. We are lumalayo na tayo, napupunta na tayo sa universe.
Hindi to universe. Ano to, yung ultimate cause ng decision niya, di ba? Yung tinatanong ko, kaya niya bang i-perceive yung ultimate cause ng decision niya? Kasi sabi niya, yung ultimate cause ng decision natin is cause ng outside event. So, paano niya i-explain kung alin dun yung ultimate cause? Meron ba siyang way para i-perceive yun? Meron ba siyang evidence dun?
Sige. Can you just ask questions with regards to whatever DS has already provided?
Related naman yung question, so pa-answer na lang DS.
Paulit ng question kasi nakinig na ako, nawala na ako.
Sige, una kong tinanong, do we have the ability to perceive the ultimate cause of a certain action? Sabi mo, no. If not, then it is impossible for us to have an evidence to the supposed cause kasi we can even perceive yes or no.
Again, that no was necessarily, since categorical siya, although it must have some reservations or limitations. In some sense, yes, we can perceive such influencing factors or causation, that those causes, but in some terms, we don't necessarily see it. But even though we haven't seen it, doesn't negate its existence.
How do we perceive that cause kung hindi natin siya nasisi or na-feel or whatsoever? Paano natin siya na-perceive?
By the mere logic that everything that happens with it, that we decide on or we act on, is causally determined by some internal or external factor, or any factors that is. So if we have that certain logic, that everything that you decide on is caused by some prior events within your existence, necessarily, you don't need the empirical evidence.
Okay, that's an assumption, no? Yes, kasi wala kang ultimate na...
Moderator time, please ask questions. This is a warning already, please.
Okay, do we have an experience that we are making the choice?
Yes, that's not contended within our pretext.
Okay. Now, if we compare that sa fact na meron tayong direct experience sa free will, na tayo yung ultimate cause, teka lang. Question pala to, sorry. Sige, okay na yan.
Leaving your time, you're remaining.
Wait lang. Mali yung build-up ko ng questions, may mga explanation kasi. Sige, wave ko na. Ito na lang, anong proof mo na yun yung ultimate cause ng isang event?
Sorry?
Moderator time.
Wait lang, ano ba talaga?
Sorry.
3 minutes and 34 po.
34.
34? Wait, 34.
Wait lang guys, habang nag-aayos tayo dito. Send din ng coin si Eugene.
Go ahead, please, Eugene. Start.
So yun, meron ka bang proof na yun yung ultimate cause ng decision mo?
In some decisions that I've done, yes. In some decisions, I would say no, but I wouldn't negate the determining causes for my decisions on those grounds.
Okay, sige. Wave ko na, sige na, kay DS na.
Wave time. Di ba? 7 minutes?
Okay.
7 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes pala.
10 minutes ba?
10 minutes,
Okay.
Ready? Go ahead.
All right. So, RJ, hello.
Yo, what's up?
Okay. So, first of all, I've mentioned earlier in the opening statement that ang pinaka-contention on free will is whether we are the real source of such action or decision we make. Tama ba? Are you aware of that?
Main source ng decision?
Or ultimate source rather. Yan yung opening statement ko. Are you aware of that? That's the main contention for tonight.
Hindi yun yung napag-agrihan natin.
Ay, okay.
Ang napag-agrihan natin is ikaw dapat yung ultimate cause, hindi source.
Okay. Ultimate cause. Alright.
Yes, yes.
So, but you are aware of that. Okay, sige. So, ngayon, supposing that we are in a classroom, RJ, tapos we have a task na gumawa tayo ng essay, sabihin natin on a topic that I don't know, but you are knowledgeable on that topic. So, on those grounds, kinopya ko yung gawa mo, and pinasa ko yun. In that sense, with the essay that I passed,
Yes, are you going to ask a question?
ito na yung ngayon. If I were to pass this essay onto our teacher, am I the real author?
Oh,
Even though all intellectual property within that essay are merely copied from your work?
yes.
On what grounds?
Kasi ikaw yung nagsulat eh.
So necessarily, I would negate you on that. Bawal pala to. So, sorry. Okay. So, dahil sa ikaw ang nagsulat, then ikaw ngayon ang magiging ultimate source ng ultimate cause in some sense. Tama ba?
Can I answer with explanation?
Sorry, ikaw yung magiging ultimate author ng essay mo, even though the intellectual property are not yours?
Pwede akong sumagot with explanation?
Yes sir, you are provided with 1 minute.
Hindi, kasi hindi yan yung representation ng free will. Ang pinag-uusapan sa free will, ultimate cause. So kung ikaw yung nagsulat, ikaw yung nag-cause nung letter na sinulat mo. Either kinopya mo o hindi, ikaw pa rin yung ultimate cause. Yun lang yan.
You do understand that the cause we're talking about is not limited within the actions that you do, but necessarily the thought of it. Given the fact that in this scenario, no, it's merely a covered work, then it's free to ask again, are you the real authorship? Do you have the real authorship rather? Or do I have the real authorship?
Yes, ikaw pa rin. Kasi ikaw yung nagsulat eh.
Alright, sige. I would continue now on to a different question. Okay. Would you agree that sorry. Would you agree that your conscious decisions are reliant on the past and the current events that is happening around you?
Pwede kong magpa-clarify nung ano. What do you mean by reliant?
Reliant. Before you can make a decision, nangyari muna yun sa'yo. Or you must have...
Yes. Agree ako.
Agree ka doon.
Okay.
So necessarily, every past events or current events that is happening around you can be considered an influencing factor to your decisions, yes or no?
Influencing factors but not the cause.
But necessarily, every influencing factor can cause you to make a decision on a certain ground, yes or no?
No.
Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, no. Because without your conscious awareness, there will be no decision. So the fact na you are able to decide, you have the capacity to decide, the faculty is within you. Wala dun sa past experiences na yun. So yun lang.
Again, to clarify, no, it wasn't contended whether you had the faculty to decide consciously, but whether your action or decision was reliant on an influencing factor. So given the fact that I provided an influencing factor, would you agree that it can cause you to provide a certain decision or action? Yes or no?
No. Because without my awareness, the decision would not be possible.
So, for example, you can say, with the implication of that, you can say na ang paborito mong kotse ay Bugatti kahit hindi ka makakasakay doon. Tama yan.
Now, that's a red herring.
Why?
You're conflating free will with the choice.
Okay. How is it red herring when it's merely an implication of your argument that you answered earlier?
Sorry?
How was it a red herring given the fact that this is a mere implication of what you provided as an answer earlier?
Hindi ganun yung ano ko sasagot ko kanina.
Okay, so can you elaborate further what was your answer earlier?
Sa anong tanong? Sorry, nalimutan ko na.
Sa tanong na if you can, sa tanong na every decision that you make is reliant on past events. You said earlier that it is not, it is influenced but it's not caused. But
Okay.
necessarily I asked you, there are certain moments or there's often moments where influencing factors can cause you. And you said no. And under those pretense, this would be the implication. Yes or no?
Okay, nagets ko na. So, ang sagot ko dyan, yun nga, kino-conflate mo pa rin yung free will sa choice. Kasi yung decision ko, sa akin yun. Pero yung mag-choose ako ng bagay na wala sa environment, imposible yun. Hindi siya parehas. Distinct ang free will sa choice. Yun lang ang sagot ko.
Can you repeat that? Distinct
Distinct yung free will sa choice.
Okay, can you elaborate further the distinction between free will and choice?
Okay. Sa choices na nasa environment natin, wala tayong control dyan. Hindi yan yung free will. Ang free will is yung pag-rationalize natin sa pagdi-decide kung alin dun sa choices na yun ang kung pipiliin natin. Yun yung free will.
Paulit yung free will, sorry.
Yung free will is yung capability natin to rationalize and to decide between those choices. Yung choices na yun, hindi yun yung part ng free will. Kaya nga sinabi ko, distinct ang free will sa choices, sa thoughts, sa emotions, at sa iba pang bagay.
Okay, but you do understand again that the common ground of our discussion is not necessarily about whether you have the faculty of choice.
Yes.
So, ang pinaka-contention natin, if the choices that you do are ultimately caused by another factor or some external factor, internal factor. On those grounds, can you provide me...
Moderator time.
Okay.
Please ask questions.
Okay. So, necessarily, can you provide me a decision, just an example or even a hypothetical one, can you provide me a decision that is not reliant on any past events?
That's a red herring na naman, no? Kasi hindi yan hindi misleading yan. Hindi parehas ang choice tsaka sa decision.
Moderator
parang ganun yung
time.
ginagawa mo,
Eugene, are you going to object the question or are you going to answer it?
Objection yan, objection. Sorry.
Okay.
Stop time. What was the question, DS?
The question was, I was challenging him to provide a scenario or even a hypothetical one where you are able to make a decision that is not reliant on past events. If I could remember correctly, sinabi niya all of decisions that has happened are reliant on some past events.
Please answer the question, Eugene. Thank you.
Misleading yung yung question niya eh. So, I refuse to answer. Pwede ba yan?
Sige, can I rephrase the question in some sense?
Sige.
Okay. Can you provide me a decision that you've done so far that is not influenced by something?
Bibigay ko ng example. Every decision naman basta meron kang, pag gagamitin mo yung rationality mo, pwede kang di ma-influence. Magbibase ka sa given options, pero yung decision mo is solely from you as a rational being. So yun yung
Moderator time. Eugene, that question is give an example. Please do give an example. Or would you like to object on that question?
That's my example. Whenever I make a decision, like if I'm going to eat the adobo, I'm not compelled to eat the adobo. I can choose not to eat the adobo, even paborito ko yung adobo.
Hello? Start time na po ba?
Okay. So, wait lang. Let's find a different question. Alright. Sige, later na lang I'll waive my time. I think that's enough.
Thank you so much, PS and Eugene, for that cross-examination round. Okay, I think let me open the guest for the next round. It's 6 minutes sila. All right. Okay. So we will now proceed to our closing statement round. So we will have Diaspero to give his closing statement.
Okay. Impromptu to? Okay. Hindi ko na alam na ako mauuna. Alright. Sige, let's start. Alright. So, with that being said, thank you so much for everyone who viewed our debate for tonight. So as my conclusion for tonight's debate, I think it's not necessarily regarding the problem. The problem with this kind of debate is not necessarily within the definitions provided, as we already have a common ground of what would free will be. But I think the problem regarding free will as to why Ryujin or my on the affirmative side is negating determinism is because he is essentially negating the existence or our world as it is causally determined by some external factors. So that is a fact. No, we cannot negate that everything that we do, everything that we have done so far are reliant on some past events. Again, the working definition that we have for our free will for tonight's debate is the faculty of choice and or decision that is not caused by any prior events. So I've challenged him early on that it is within him that he must provide an example, a decision or action that he has done that is not caused by any prior events. And then again, he did concede on the notion that, again, sabi niya kanina, his decisions or any actions that he've done so far are reliant on past events and current at the same time, which already proves that determinism is true. Because again, you cannot make a decision or action that is not bounded by prior events. It's pretty much saying as though para kang mamimili sa dalawang bagay pero hindi mo pa natatry yung kahit anong bagay doon. Kasi in order for you to choose either of those options, you must have had an experience on either one of them or both. But given here, it's as though Ryujin, as my conclusion here, would be parang pinapipili tayo without any experiences at all, because apparently that would be free will. Okay, so again, on those grounds, there is no free will. Because if that would be the case, it would be easier for us, it would be easy for anyone to provide a scenario and provide a choice or decision that is not caused by prior events. But so far, we cannot. Why? Because it's illogical. Because we rely, as it is, within our prior events. The prior events that bounded us. And on that, determinism is true and free will is not non-existence. Thank you.
To clarify, DS, are you waiving your time?
Yep.
Let's reset the time. Right. Eugene, go ahead.
Okay, so ayun nga no, dahil hindi na-justify ni Diaz pero both in science and philosophy yung claim niya about determinism, no, then that would follow na mali at haka-haka lang ang claim niya about determinism because he failed to demonstrate yung causal necessity and he failed to provide evidence that this cause is the ultimate cause of a certain action. And according sa science din, wala ring patunay ang law of causation. In fact, our current knowledge about quantum mechanics is telling us otherwise, no, na the universe is indeterminate and probabilistic. So how are you going to beat that? My opponent pero both failed sa philosophy and science, and that means debunk ng determinism. So anong totoo? That would make the notion of free will remain strong and correct. And take note nyo guys, that is how our society then operates. Hindi natin pwede sabihin na kapag nang rape si Shoto or ako na lang ang nang rape, sasabihin natin hindi naman sila yung ultimate cause niyan, na determine lang sila ng prior events at past experiences, right? 'Di ba mawawala yung accountability natin sa bawat actions natin kung ganyan yung worldview na paniniwalaan. Compared sa kung maniniwala tayo sa free will, then yes, we are accountable with our actions. Only then our justice system would make sense. So yun na nga, given na palpak at sumablay ng determinism, both science and philosophy, kitang-kita at alam natin based sa ethical implications nito na di hamak na mas makakabuti rin ang paniniwala na meron tayong free will. Yun lamang po.
Point of order po, hindi po objection to pero for the sake of since may mga aakyat, can we use the R word na lang, baka mabantayo yun lang, salamat.
Point of order.
But yun, reminder lang for everyone.
We're waiving your time, Eugene.
Yes po.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Diaspera, and thank you, Eugene. Now we will have our round table. So we have RMC to ask question. Hello, RMC, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
So we will allot
Oh.
15 minutes during this roundtable, okay? So who,
Yes, hello.
who do you want to ask, RMC?
Tanong ko lang kay Eugene.
Yes po.
Sir, tatanong ko lang po sana kasi inaantay ko sanang na-open nyo rin yung topic tungkol sa free will. Kung ano ang sinasabi ng science. Science kasi sinasabi ay free will is an illusion. Then sinasabi niya ang reason ng science naman, kung pagbabasehan natin yung neuroscience, neurology, yung lahat ng action natin, consciousness, dahil binibase nila sa neural activity na nangyayari sa brain natin. Do you agree and why?
I don't agree. Kasi hanggang
And why?
hanggang ngayon, meron pa rin tayong tinatawag na hard problem of consciousness. Hindi pa rin kayang i-explain ng science kung paano nag-e-emerge yung consciousness from the neural activity ng brain. So, hindi pa solve yung problema na yun. So, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-claim na illusion ng consciousness, illusion ng free will. At isa pa, ang science natin, yung scientific method natin, nakafocus sa objective reality. Yung mga bagay na nako-quantify natin, na measure natin, o observe natin, natetest natin, which is yung free will, hindi part ng objective reality. Subjective reality siya. So, wala tayong way para magkaroon ng datum na magsusupport sa free will kung gagamitin natin yung scientific method. So, yung case ng free will, dapat dinidiscuss lang yan sa philosophy. Ilan po.
Thank you so much for your question, RMC. Let's now go to Soleil.
Ayun, thank you, Boss Mac. May question ako kay DS Pero.
Yes po.
Ayun. Yung sinabi kasi kanina ni Kuya Eugene, actually ayun yung gusto kong i-raise na question. Like, kung determine na pala lahat, paano ka mag-take accountability? Kasi pwede mo siyang gawing loophole na determined ako na gawin to. Therefore, hindi ako accountable sa isang action. So, paano siya?
Una, ba't ang laki ng noo mo? Charot. Hindi, excuse me.
Red herring po.
On those grounds, no, on that question, I can concede, as much as I'm determinist, I can concede pragmatically on a compatibilistic ground for the sake of moral responsibility. Okay? Kasi I do understand that, I do understand the importance of such thing within our society. But again, to remind the viewers, compatibilism does not negate determinism, as the name is already implies. Compatibilism, root word compatible. Compatible from what? Free will at saka moral responsibility. It's just joining those two things. Sorry, not free will. Determinism and moral responsibility. So it's just making those two terms compatible towards each other. So it doesn't necessarily negate determinism.
Ayun, thank you. Pababa na lang ako, Kuya. Thank you.
Okay, let's have eyes.
Yes, question po kay Eugene.
Sige po.
Okay. So, yeah, I agree when you said na yung universe on the quantum scale is probabilistic due to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So, na-evident siya sa quantum particles but not on macroscopic scales like brain activities. Kasi in fact, may equation ang uncertainty principle na nakabase dun sa Planck constant. So, while yung brain activities naman are not on quantum scale, some of our actions are already influenced by macroscopic factors na hindi na-mention ng opposite side. So like alcohol intoxications, chemicals, drugs sa brain trauma, isang mga amnesia, injuries, small frontal lobe, observe siya sa mga psychopaths, people with mental disease, mga factors that affects our self-agency sa sarili nating mga decision. So with this, how would you connect yung quantum uncertainty sa free will, like na-mention mo sa opening kanina? Yun na ba?
Ayun. Yun naman kasi binase ko lang din sa claim ng mga determinists, no, na yung universe is strictly deterministic. So, kung strictly deterministic talaga, kung totoo talaga yun, edi possible na walang free will. Kaso yung universe hindi siya strictly deterministic eh. Nag-a-appear sa quantum level na meron pa ring probability. So, paano tayo makasiguro na sa utak natin walang ganun, di ba? At saka pangalawa, kasi panpsychist ako, hindi ako naniniwala na yung consciousness natin is product lang ng brain activity. separate sa akin yun. So yung free will natin, nabibilong siya sa agency ng consciousness, hindi sa brain activity. Yung brain activity natin, yun yung physical representation ng subconscious mind. Separate doon, distinct doon yung conscious mind, yung consciousness natin. So yun lang po.
Okay, thank you po. Ano yung na-mention kanina? Sorry, yung panpsychism. Isa-search ko rin kasi aaramin ko.
Philosophical position regard sa consciousness.
Sige. Panpsychism.
Yes po.
Salamat, Eugene.
Okay, let's have 80 muna. Wait lang.
Ayan.
Sa 80 muna.
Sige po.
Yes, okay lang ba tanongin kita?
Sige po.
Ayan, sabi mo kasi no, without prior experience, we wouldn't able to make a choice. Tama ba?
Not necessarily. I believe in some ways we can. Pero
Okay.
ang sinasabi ko, all of our conscious decisions so far are completely reliant on past experiences and current experiences.
Completely reliant on past experience. Okay, ito yung question ko. Suppose you went on an island, no, that you haven't experienced before, and you see two fruits, no, that you completely don't know, and you are hungry. No, will you be able to choose which fruit you want to eat?
Yes.
Okay, yun lang. Thank you.
Ay, pwede mong i-explain further kasi parang dito.
Sige, explain mo.
Okay. Yes, I would still be able to, but not necessarily reliant on my past experiences. Ngayon, ang determining factor ko as to what I would choose would be my inhibition, or rather my kagustuhan na kung kumain. So I'm just going to take a chance because why? I'm causally determined to eat kasi gutom ako eh. Yun.
Ayun, may chance. Thank you, thank you.
Skeptics, go ahead, please.
Okay, ang tanong ko ay kay Eugene. Okay, so ganito. If metaphysicists can't explain or map the 100% brain activity, emotions, etc., how did you come up with the conclusion of a non-observable cause? Like, isn't it safer to just say that it's a question with pending answers or a question with proposed probabilities, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there's an answer of a predetermined unobservable cause? Yun lang po, salamat.
Hindi ko po naintindihan yung tanong. Parang hindi po para sa akin yung yung question. Parang para kay DS yun.
No, it works both ways po.
Kasi
Pero ikaw yung gusto ko sa tanungin.
clarify ko lang po, si DS po yung may claim na hindi tayo yung ultimate source nung ano natin, ng ating decision. So hindi po ako yung may claim nun.
But you're leaning on the non-observable cause, right? Like a God or an entity?
No, hindi po. Wala po akong claim na ganyan.
Ay, hindi ba? Sige, kay DS. Ay, hindi pala. Wala palang kwenta tong tanong ko.
Grabe ka
Okay,
naman.
next na lang po. Salamat.
Grabe ka naman.
Pero thank you pa rin.
Yes, friend.
Friendly, go ahead.
Ano nagkape? Friendly, balik ka.
Sige, up lang kayo. Friendly,
Ano
you
mo
there?
tanongin, Choto?
Friendly, go ahead.
Jay.
Good question.
Ayan.
Friendly.
Friendly.
5.
Friendly na ba yung internet mo? Charing.
Sige. Okay na internet ko kasi nagpalit ako. Ganito ang tanong, ano ba to? One question lang o pwede to question?
One question lang po. Sino pong tatanungin ninyo?
Okay. Ay, address ko kay this.
Ay, sige po.
Paano mo na-provide free will?
Ano daw? Narinig ko lang paano tas free will.
Pakiulit yung question, friendly.
Ano mo pinaprovide pag mayroon kang choice? Paano mo ginagamit ang yung choice without
Okay. Again, early on in the opening statements pa lang, I've been clear naman, hopefully for everyone, or i-remind ko na lang din that the topic of contention is not necessarily...
gusto ko lang klaruhin
okay.
for the sake of the opponent, both side, okay, for the viewers also.
paano ka nagre-rationalize? Yun ba yung question mo? Yan na lang. Paano ka nagre-rationalize?
Ay, yun na yung question ko.
Ano ba?
Paano mo ginagamit ang yung choice
Kung walang free will. Paano ka nagre-rationalize kung walang free will? Tama ba? Friendly.
yung choice mo?
Okay. So, on those grounds, I can still use, or I still have the ability or the faculty of choosing, no. I can still rationalize. It doesn't negate, no. But at the end of the day, all rationalization, all understanding of our, all conscious decision that we've done so far are merely, again, influenced by prior events or causes. Or there is an external or internal factor to your decision. So necessarily, it doesn't negate your ability to rationalize on something, or you can decide on something. But it just says that whatever it is that you do, it is influenced or it is factored in by something else. Okay, so yun lang. It's causally determined by some external factor. Yeah.
Ay, thank you, Friendly. Toto, who do you want to ask?
Pwede ba sa dalawa?
Isa lang.
Isa lang. Yeah, please, pero.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, so my question is, how do you justify causality or the concept of it despite of the problem of induction in science? Because as what I can see in here, we just assume that there's a causality. That's why you're saying that we are bounded with prior process. But I see no arguments in favor of the existence of causality. So how do you prove that there's causality?
Can I ask further yung induction? Can you explain further induction? Kasi ang alam ko lang na
the problem of induction?
Ano yung induction? Kasi ang alam ko lang talagang induction ko.
So the problem of induction, should I explain this problem of induction for you? If I were you? Yeah, so the problem of induction says that if yung causality is logically necessary, then therefore we could trace back or predict the future with 100% certainty if it is belong sa a priori knowledge, just math and logic, just like 1 plus 2 will be always equals to the 2. But since yung causality natin is hindi nabibelong din sa a priori instead of a posteriori, doon tayo nagkakaproblema because that's your guys that's your guys' assumption that causality is something like a principle existing independently of our own mind.
All right. So, given that I would concede that for the lack of knowledge on the topic or the question provided by Shoto, I can provide you a much better, a much coherent answer the next time na magkausap tayo, because I'm afraid I cannot provide you that one today for the lack of knowledge on the said topic. Thank you, Shoto.
It's definitely fine. Thank you so much, Espero. Goodbye.
Conan, who do you want to ask?
I want to ask the Espero. So, I think you adhere to what we call yung causal determinism, right? The Espero.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Yes po. So again, this is a widely actually a widely accepted view in the sciences kasi. However, it is widely believed, or it is a phenomenon in the quantum level of reality genuinely is indeterministic, diba? So it relates on the probabilities of it as postulated, or as in the Heisenberg principle, wherein delta x, uncertainty in position multiplied by the delta p, or the uncertainty of momentum, is greater than or equal to the Planck's constant divided by 4 pi. What is the position of this? What is the answer of this causal determinist regarding the uncertainty principle or the probabilistic nature in the quantum level? Yun lamang po.
So earlier, yun din yung latag ni Eugene, but the focal point of tonight's contention was limited within the human condition. But if we are going to contend much further than that, then probably we can have a discussion more elaborate on this. So yeah.
Okay, so pero yun nga hindi mo pa na ano.
So far, I can provide you of a question, but not an answer. Just a clarification question. But again, I would like to read upon more on that regarding yung those terms na yun. But for now, the focal point of tonight's debate was within or limited within the human condition.
Okay, so parang within context of the human psyche, tama ba?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Tapos na po yata yung 15 minutes natin.
Sorry, tapos na yung 15 minutes. Thank you.
Extend pa 1 hour, Macario.
Ano po yun?
So, ano?
Joke lang.
Can you hear me?
Mahina ano ka?
Hello?
Yan.
Ayan. Okay, thank you so much for those who asked their questions, and we appreciate your questions and your participation during the roundtable. Okay, in closing tonight's debate, Ryujin and Diespero has given their side with regards to the realness and existence of free will. Thank you so much, Ryujin and Diespero, for your affirmation and negation. Despite external influences, according to Ryujin, there are intrinsic ability intrinsic proof that free will is existing. And of course, it was negated by Diespero that external influences are proof that free will does not exist. Okay. As we conclude today's debate, let us continue to ponder on the questions that we have provided today. Does free will exist? With philosophical inquiry, and to strive to understand the intricacies of this topic. Thank you so much for your participation, Ryujin and Diespero. May we have we already had a very fruitful conversation regarding this topic. Thank you so much. And thank you to our audience who have participated and who were with us during the whole time of this debate. Thank you so much. The decision will be ultimately yours, our audience. And thank you again for watching the roundtable debate tonight. Have a great evening.